I get it. I get that they wanted Eastside Cruz to get his check. For example, well, let me back up. This is the second fight of the Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios card. Eastside Cruz versus Omar Salcido, late replacement for Angel Ferrero, who was having illness because basically he couldn't make weight. And they wanted to keep Eastside Cruz on the card. So they put a late replacement who was also on the card in an 8-rounder, Omar Salcido. Now, you know, I can't say he didn't come to fight, but I can say, you know, like this fight meant nothing. It did nothing for Eastside Cruz's career outside to make sure he still received his full check for the night. And what I want to talk about is how he's campaigning at 140 pounds, but at his small size and stature, I'm not quite sure how successful he could be. Now, don't get me wrong. He has everything you need for a short fighter to be able to be successful. He's got the head movement. He's dynamic. He's got the speed, and he's got the power. But these 140-pounders, man, you know, they're big, and strong. These 140-pounders, some of them can compete at 154. Well, 154. Teofimo Lopez can. Sabril Matias can. Gary Antoine Russell can. Richardson Hitchens has the frame to be able to. And then when you look, you know, like I don't know. Now, I'm not saying he wouldn't be able to give these guys good fights, but I would pick. Now, hear me out. Would you pick Eastside Cruz to beat Teofimo? I mean, but then again, you never know what Teofimo going to show up. Let's not forget, he lost to Cambosos, and a lot of people thought he should have lost to Sandor Martin. Sabril Matias got the power. He's got the will. He's a concern. Gary Antoine Russell. Him and Eastside Cruz and Gary Antoine Russell would be war. But Gary Antoine Russell will be so much bigger. But we know they're going to clash in the middle of the ring. Ain't going to be no stepping back in boxing. They're going to fight. Richardson Hitchens, he'll try to use the jab, try to move, outbox Isak, which is possible because guess what? Boom, we see it happen. Rayo did it. And he did it very smoothly. So we know he can be outboxed. So to me, I'm thinking like, man, 135 is the place for him to be. I just think that 140 is just is a bit too far, in my personal opinion. And as you can see, look at Salcido. I mean, look at Ferrero. By the way, here's the punch stats. 195 to 546, 79 to 506. Once again, another fight with no jabs. 10 landed in the whole fight. Out of what? 290 thrown, 289 thrown. You know, but Eastside Cruz is not a jabber. He's a head movement type guy. Let's listen and take your time out.
In agreement, here are the score totals. Judge at ringside Steve Weisfeld and Don Trella both score the bout 99 to 89. Judge Max DeLuca scores it 100 to 88. All three in favor of the winner. And he is now the WBC interim super lightweight champion, Isak Pitbull Cruz.
So Isak Cruz collects another belt for his collection as well as his 28th win, and Omar Salcido earns a solid payday. An important victory for this young man as he continues his path towards another world title shot. We have our own Jim Gray in the ring.
I wonder which route he's going to take. Like what title he's going after.
Much, Isak, congratulations. Abner Mares is going to translate for us.
He's got that WBC underling belt.
Your performance this evening, and do you give a lot of credit to Omar for stepping in at this late date and putting up, you know, a competitive fight?
No, antes que nada, quiero darle todo el reconocimiento a Omar por ser un gran guerrero arriba del ring y agarrar.
I see what he's doing.
El reto de poder hacerle frente a un gran peleador y bueno, creo que un buen peleador.
You think he's going to get Subriel Matias?
Isaac El Pibe Cruz acaba de convertir orgullosamente campeón interino del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo.
Listen, you got to give the almost ultimate respect to Omar for stepping up and facing me. He grew this fight. And listen, I'm a new champion tonight, and I grew also.
And congratulations on that. For lack of a better term, how pissed off are you for what happened with Fierro?
No, no estaba enojado. Estaba decepcionado de que dizque un gran peleador habló antes del ring y él demostró aquí en Las Vegas, la gente fue testigo, que perro que ladra no muerde y aquí está un verdadero perro que sí que ladra arriba del ring.
Listen, I wasn't disappointed. I was more disappointed than anything because it was all bark, no bite, and I am all bark and bite.
That's why I hear the pit bull. Hey, did we see a little bit of something new here tonight? Perhaps the Mexican Mike Tyson with that move?
Ustedes fueron testigos y como lo he dicho una y en reiteradas ocasiones, a mí me gusta hablar arriba del ring y no abajo y que la gente de aquí Las Vegas me vea por segunda ocasión coronarme campeón del mundo.
Scared the shit out of me.
You
Look at
guys
that
decide.
back
You
there.
saw what I did in there, and this is the
Geico
second
man.
time that I show you guys exactly what I'm capable of.
Look forward to next time. Thank you.
Y vamos a prepararnos aún más duros porque los rivales
Geico gate,
son de
man.
nivel y lo han demostrado aquí arriba del ring.
Listen, the opponents that I've always faced, they're level fighters, and I'm always here showing myself every single fight.
Thank you both. All right, Bernardo, back to you.
That thing was back there the whole time. That monkey man. So yeah, that's my concern at 140 pounds. You know, I'm just trying to find like, okay, so who would you give the greater chance to lose? Okay, well, let's rate. Who do you think he can beat from greatest to least? I think I'm not saying he would, but I think he would have a good chance with Teofimo, because Teofimo, don't get me wrong, he's special on one night and another night it's like this guy's a head case. So and that's what I'm hinging that off of, is we don't know what Teofimo going to show up. He'd be inconsistent. So and he lost to George Kambosos. He can't never live that down. You see what I'm saying? I don't care what was going on with his esophagus. He lost his on paper. So even though I think a focused Teofimo can beat Isaac Cruz, I'm going to say I would pick Cruz over Teofimo. He will run into some problems with Subriel Matias, I believe, because Subriel Matias has enough power to be able to do some damage to keep Isaac. Oh, I thought he was doing another interview. To keep Isaac humble. Now, as far as Gary Antoine Russell, they're going to be on a collision course. Somebody getting knocked out. And the problem is Isaac Cruz's size. He's a little guy. He's listed at 5'4". But he was smaller than Tank, and Tank's like 5'4". So he's more 5'2" to me. I think Richardson Hitchens, depending, well, see, here's the thing. Richardson Hitchens never had a swarmer like somebody that's going to swarm and maul him like Isaac would. So I don't know right there. There's a big question mark around there, too. But I'm really interested to see who is going to fight next and if they're going to revisit that Angel Ferrero fight. I always had issues saying that name. Or possibly maybe Liam Paro. Maybe Liam Paro is with No Limit Boxing, the same banner that Tim Tszyu is under. Tim Tszyu, of course, is going to be fighting the very next fight against Sebastian Fundora in their rematch. Maybe Isaac Cruz versus Sandor Martin, maybe. In an eliminator, I don't know. I'm interested to see where they're going to go from here. And now that it looks like he's going to be staying at the 140-pound division. But with that being said, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Here's my Twitter. The link's down below in the description box. Like the video. And see you guys later on.